Very good morning to everyone. Thank you so much for taking your valuable time to joining today the seminar workshop to look back again. So savings and credit cooperative or credit union, how we can revitalize and re-engineer in the process in Pakistan. So it's, we understand that there are several priests and most intellectual community are attending today to look at for the cooperative services. Prior to that, yesterday we received some pictures you shared with the Mr. Frederick William Rapation's birthday. It was a 207. Actually, the March 30th, 1818. He's a humble person. I'm sure you have got time to read his vision and commitment, legacy for the cooperative development. He never thought that the day he started the cooperative, today nearly 1 million people around the world are benefited by the cooperative system. Particularly my presentation, we're going to talk about building strong communities through the cooperative. Thank you so much, Dr. Yaqub and Bishop Majid, for your dedicated commitment and organizing such an event and inviting ACCU to interact with you and sharing our knowledge. Very frankly, I have traveled almost around 5, 6 times. I cannot remember to the Pakistan. We had a very good linkage with the different Lopsi, Kopsi, and the various community. However, we have got the funding support also. But unfortunately, we could not able to bring in the more active, vibrant cooperative society. I'm sure this is another level of the intervention. We hope that in the future we may able to bring in for cooperative to here. So cooperative sector is not new. More than 1 million members in the cooperative and nearly in the 50 million in within the Asia. I believe this workshop objective how cooperative can strengthen the community in Pakistan by fostering economic growth and social equity and sustainable development. So my presentation, I would going to share some of the case study and structure and program. So that might be giving the vision. I'm sure in this 1 hour time, I may not able to do miracle things to provide in the necessary skill requirement, but at least create a certain vision on the cooperative. You may had it as similar, but maybe if you had a different perspective, I mean, like will to put in the correct perspective. And early effort combat the rural poverty, such as the creation of the cooperative banks and in society. I think this is a kind of things that Mr. William Rapations. I can share after this presentation. I think I sent it to Dr. Yaqub and Bishop Majid some description about Mr. William Rapation. But before we proceeding that, let me just to get in the Asian Confederation of Credit Union. I'm sure everybody is aware now the 54 years. We started 1971 in the April 28 with around 5 member country, but it doesn't happen right away as well. But our predecessors and our pioneers, they work almost 10 years, starting from 1960, 65, 67, 69, the various kind of intervention, motivational meeting, and finally they able to form the Asian Confederation of Credit Union. Today, Asian Confederation of Credit Union network, 50.21 million individual members, 822 cooperatives and credit union, 23 countries, around 466 billion. But this amount is quite significant, but it when look at this one, very frankly, it's half of that money go to the Japan, nearly around 250 million billion, and then Korea will go another 115 billion, and maybe Thailand get to 108 billion. So when you look at this one, other Asian country is not that rich at all. I think that is why very important to know we have a lot to do that. Let's go another one, global scenario. In a global scenario, 411 million, but Asia 50 million and representing 12% of that. Number of institution, cooperative, credit union, whatever you call that name. So there are 74, 634 institution. However, Asia represent almost 50%, 33,820. The country-wise, it is going to be at 211 countries, but 23 here, and asset size in the globally 3.7 trillion, but we are representing 466 billion, which is around maybe 13%. So this is the scenario, and this is ACCU in nutshell. So we have a regular member position. They are the National Federation of the Savings and Credit Cooperative, or APEX Organization of Savings and Credit Cooperative, 13 countries, 16 institutions and affiliated. So that also 11 country, 13, they are the promoting still early stage to become affiliate, and then associate member, they are almost ready to go to regular. However, instead our constitutions is not permitted to go directly. They have to upgrade a certain operation until they become a better position. And we have a supporter member category. Even a church can, and maybe any other institution, academic institution, they can be a supporter member for ACCU. Advantage for them, it's a direct intervention and talking at least. So then we have the partnership and stakeholder. I think this is, I'm not promoting, this is at least to know where I am coming, so then you will have a value of my presentation. Going through the ACCU, our 54 years, I can pace it out how the institution has grown up, and mandate has been changed periodically based on the requirement. And the early stage, 1971, after formation, it was more about the motivational of the cooperative philosophy, principles, and values, leadership development, about cooperative society. This is very important part, and then professionalization for the cooperative sector. So we need to look at we provide the system development, policy, product, rural, prudential standard, and management and training, and strategic planning and good governance. So currently we focus on more about the quality assurance program, and branding, risk management, and supervision. I think these are too early to explaining because this is an institution. Cooperative need to have a more safe and sound. I think that is the key issue for the cooperative sector. So we have a credit union network. I think this is how you can say ACU can intervene to the different country, building credit union foundation and integration and growth and management. So I believe that Pakistan, we have currently intervention will be more about the leadership development and motivational part, because we need a more committed leaders who can interact with the other people, and who need to know that value of the cooperative vision. I think this is a very important component. So let's see that is the part of that we are going. IQ has put to the mission to action. There are six major areas. Think tank, and we are always thinking ahead to what are the concern, issues, a problem for the cooperative, and then move to the providing the solutions. I believe or not, we have a 36 business solution. I can list it down. There's no point for that. Like doctors know about the medicine, and we also same prescription. What is your issues, challenges, and then we try to take it that these are the most possible policy guidelines or manpower training or maybe system development. Of course, development for the credit union promotion activity, still Pakistan we like to do. We are doing the Laos, we do in the Myanmar, and we do also to the Mongolia, this country. And representation, we are representing United Nations, World Council of Credit Union, Asian Union, and another one is United Nations. We are representing the global organization. We do advocacy and we regulated and ministers. We're going to talk and we have a learning platform. So this is at least once a year we organize a regional level platform, at least around 7 days program at various activity. We might be inviting for you to joining for that the next Philippines program, so you will able to build your network and learn more about the cooperative activities. So this is, I'm not going to explain this thing there. These are the summary of that our 36 business solution. So members development program, leadership development program, and professionalization and quality. I think that today our more concern about how the cooperative can build a better community. So in this our Asia map, credit union in Asia, we can see developed movement. We can see Taiwan and Korea, and again Singapore, and then consolidation stages and developing stages and early stage and new stage. I think Pakistan come to new areas. I'm sure there are some cooperative society, but they are uh, more traditional way of operating. They have not undergone any kind of development program. So I want to start it with that we are all exist to improve the life of the people. So even there are different levels, the World Council is a global body, improve the lives through the cooperative and other financial institutions. ACCU, this is very clear, is to work partnership with the members to strengthen and promote the credit union as an effective instrument for the social economic development of the people, and the national level to ensure sustainable growth and integrated network credit union, enabling them to provide the quality services to improve the life. And a credit union is a providing the financial services. Comparing with last actually 20 years, I think starting from 80s, ACU has intervened to the Pakistan several times until maybe 1997, or maybe the last visit maybe 1997 or maybe 2000, but we could not get through anyway. So we are back again. Role of the community development, economic benefits, cooperative provide affordable credit, reduce the transaction cost, and stabilize the local community by pooling resources and sharing the risk. I think this is a very important part. Social benefits for fostering the inclusivity. I think this is a very important word, by empowering marginalized group like small holders and the farmers and the women. So I think this is a work I'm going to do today. So as we said, we have come long way, but still everybody know that we have to go a long way to go, because still Asia is the home for the more poor people. So by the way, we are almost representing 50% of the total populations globally. China, India, Pakistan, Indonesia country, almost we are 4 billion people. So out of the 8 billion, so we have a lot of poverty, nearly extreme poverty in Asia, more than 700 million people, close to the 1 billion. I believe in the Pakistan total populations, at least around 40% are most poorest community. So then cooperative can do the better way. Let me check with that our how the financial market can reconcile with the institutions. We see the rich people, that's not our target for the people, and multinational bank and government. Upper middle class people also has no difficulty to accessing the financial services from the commercial bank or development bank. So middle class, yes, still they we are can help them. More important, in the lower middle class and poor, laboring and poor. So I think these are the non-government organization, money lender and relative, Rosca. These are the only 30% of the money lenders. Still, I am quite sure. I do not have information, but I can see the ultra poor is the lowest rank. I think they have no ability to borrowing formal institution. So now you can see in this Pakistan context, every village level or institutional level, your diagram, the population diagram, so you can see. So now you need to look at where is our market to whom we are promoting the cooperative. When you are promoting the cooperative from the very beginning, we need to know key area how we maintain the financial viability and operational efficiency, competitive position, member satisfaction, employee satisfaction. I think these are the key factor. If you are, it is not just to associating with the people. We need uh, to give the trust for the people because we are mobilizing that money. So then we need to have a financial viability and operational efficiency and in the community competitive position is a, so I can put it to this diagram. So how it's related to the financial viability, operational efficiency, member satisfaction, employee satisfaction, community competitive position. So these are all interrelated. It's not only one you get into focus and then you will no, we need to maintain all these key pillars, the 5 pillars simultaneously. So once failed member, take example, employees are not unhappy, definitely members are not happy because you have no enthusiasm and motivation to do the work, and then it will happen to the operational efficiency. So when it's operational efficiency, definitely it's a financial viability effect, and then your market reputation is going down. So these are all interrelated. So I think this is a very important part since you are promoter or maybe visionary leaders. When you are developing, we need to maintain this all the key area. I will put it, these are the things we need to consider in a cooperative development. Key area, safe institution, quality product and services, and trustworthy people. These are the key factors we need to maintain. It's not happening by accident. We need to work hard to reach the financial discipline and administrative control, market driven information for the product and services, and human resource management. So this is another one. It's a very important part in a good governance, internal governance, external governance, and individual governance. So when we say external governance, we need to have a transparency, compliance, public accountability. Internal, we need to have a structure, we have a continuity, the balancing and accountability. And individual is a very important part. Our integrity, I will take that a code of conduct, no criminal. Board and the immediate family member should serve the board management, no delinquency, and competency is a very important component, the people who are managing and commitment. You can see in the bottom is our cooperative sector in the foundation. So I'm sure these are the key things to do that. Now when we are organizing the cooperative sector, so there are at least several stages to go. The promotion level, at least I can keep around 12 months, and the development is a level I can keep in the 24 months, and then the consolidation it's going to be around maybe 32, and expansion. That means that by 4 years your institution will be perfect and very strong financial institution. It will not take 10, 15 years. Within actually 2 years time, 3 years time, you will be able to promote the finance. If you are going to do that, I will provide the more information on what are the steps to go there. So these are the what we do in the financial product and services, enabling to have us to grow and sustain. is a very important component. This is our main opinion. So let's see this our product and service map. So in the community level, so we have a different kind of group of people. We are salary earners, religious group, business, and the youth and children, retired, low income, unemployment people, and we have a professional people and the farmers. We have other a group of people, so housewife. So our product and services need to match for their requirements. So this is a very important component. So I put it that this one, it can show about our financial, the needs of the members, you can see. So basic need for the people, and you can see money, basic need, essential consumption, gifting, productive and lending, education, agriculture. These are and they are inflow, money coming and going. So this is look like a tree. We need to balance. We need to teach everybody to how to balance your earning and spending. So anyone cannot manage your earning and spending, you are in the trouble and you will get in trouble. So for that purpose, our savings and credit cooperative need to develop financial products based on their needs. So you can see, I'm not going to take much time to this each product and services. So you can see it's not just only look like we also like a supermarket, the savings and credit cooperative. So they have a various type of savings product, educational saving, housing saving, individual saving, occasional saving, car plan savings. So various kind of saving, ceremony saving, agriculture saving, housing. So you can see various kind of savings and loan product. And the loan also similar to way based on that. So now we need to get the credit union. There are important part. Credit union and cooperative society, it is help the people to grow. So have less people. I think our target group is the people who are disadvantaged group people. So what is it going to do? Provide affordable financial services to people in the community, regardless the social status of their socio-economic development. So we build a better community. I think this is how we go to think. So in everyone, whether you are rich or poor, women, everybody can be a member of the cooperative society and based on their and has deserved to be a member, and a member pool their money and lend it to those who are needed, and it is also evolving the development self-reliance organization. This is a very important concept. We will not organize the credit union because we can get the government money or the external money or any other things. So these are the things. Financial products are packaged based on our member needs and capacity. It's a market driven, not supply driven. So it's very important. Purpose of our existence is a satisfying our members' need so that they can fulfill their own goals. I think this is a very important component part. I think everybody is aware of this one cooperative sector. Very simple. We have our General Assembly, Board of Directors, Supervisory Committee. Depends on the size of the operation. We can create a subcommittee, credit subcommittee, an educational subcommittee, and other committee. And we have a professional management. I will not going to take a elaborate all these roles of this. So it's very important to know that what is the meaning of people are talking microfinance, microfinance. Microfinance is a providing small savings and loan. That's activity and provision to with the education, savings and credit and to economically active poor household to who lack access to the formal financial sector. So this is all about the corporate sector. Microfinance is developing the tools to improve the living condition of the haveless to improve. I think these are the things. Microfinance is actually practiced by the cooperative society more than 170 years ago and has been inverted their environment and changes. So this is how the cooperative sector start in the Germany by reflation. So you can see how it's not the new word you are talking about the innovated as a environmental changes. So this is a very important part of that. So we already knows about inventor Mr. William Frederick William, and you had there. I'm going to explain a little bit about how that's our concept. So this is the normally we talk about the no saving, no small investment, low profit. This is like a vicious cycle. So we are going to break it. So we're going to break it that here this way, and we look at okay the break here, group formation and start, and then we to get the more activity, more income, and then we will break in the previous cycle. So then you can see we going to work. The people leaving the poverty, those who low income, potential members, and our community. No access to the formal financial instrument, willing to learn and economically active. So with the financial the family income lower than poverty income, let's say around maybe $20 to $50. I think basic in the country poverty. These are the people living in the poverty line we may can consider. So our accumulating is a savings to build a habit. So you can see the poor should develop the habit of saving to free from dependency. No shortcut. I think this is a very important message. When you are going to talk to the promotion of the cooperative, people are saying no money, no money. I think that's not the solution. They have to find the means so then they can save the money. I think these are the our work we are doing, highly quality and profitable program, and we can see very smaller money. We have a various experience to develop the savings and loan society. This is how we want to do that. So target the integrated financial and education. This is a very important part. I want to share with that even you look at the more developed country, even in Japan today, you can see every household children need to maintain the diary of the financial expenses. Even today, you can ask somebody, every family, they maintain their financial diary. So we have to look at, they can see how they spend the money. So that's the way Japan's country. Country cannot develop if the people has not habit of saving. You want to go to Singapore and go to the Korea or any country, people do not have a habit of saving. You can see these are all the pictures of first time start the savings where I work different country. I think these are the country I work in the Myanmar. At least around 4 years time I worked. I was able to build a 36 cooperative society with a 30,000 members and more than 1 million for mobilization of the money. So these are the activity. Credit union, it is providing the tools like a financial destination, our activities, savings and credit. You can see member life and goals, fulfillment, socio-economic development of the people, the members, and the gross happiness. These are the things. Financial independency, emergency cautions, they need to save the money, security for the future, retirement, managing the expenses, education, acquiring asset. We need to create why people need to save the money. So I think we fail to communicate to the people why the people need to be in financial independence. So that is many country people do not know what financial independence is. We need to look at. So another one is a breaking for the poverty cycle. So income and savings build, repayment and investment and farming and able to sales and consumption. So these are the breaking poverty cycle. So this is a very important component. So you can see the reflection principle. Many drop from the first creek and then it's a stream and then finally it's become a river. This is a Mr. William Reparations. You can see how he encouraged the savings is just drop of water and it's going to be an ocean. So this is how we need to help the people savings to look like them. So another one is savings before spending. I think this is still Japan is there. I'm not sure that many people know about Japan, but they don't know what is the secret of Japan. Every employee, once they earn the money, 30% has to go to directly to savings. So they will not get in the salary. So and additional another 20%, they need to save. Only 50% must managed for monthly expenses. This is the way how the country create a reserve. So that is why the country has. So this is at I propose income, not the expenses first, income, savings, and then balance expenses. These are the dream. How to achieve the dream? The dreams. Everyone has a dream. So dreams, but they don't need to work hard to reality. Uh, 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 Harnessing them to be a plan. So every plan is a financial need. The most people do not have plan to fail, but fail to plan. So I think this is a very important part. We need to, if you fail to plan, your planning to pay. So this is a kind of thing. And then again, I'm repeating that there's a common problem we still experience our members: lack of saving, unable to fund the large purchasing, no cash for the basic expenses, unable to provide with the better future. So now you can see their children. So we need to look at the living about the means and the prioritizing expenses and a pool of the planning. So this is a very important component we need to look at activity. Let's see that those who are in entrepreneurial build the support for the entrepreneurial graduation. So you can see the ladder, the people who started for smaller activity, then it's become a self-employment, then they can go to be a micro enterprises level and a small scale enterprises and small and medium and large. So I think that is the purpose of this cooperative, not only granting loan, we will provide the business development support services. So this is what is not only granting loan is not enough. Especially people to need a guide, identify the what are the business idea is a workable and profitable, and need to look at the market demand and how's their product, where to need to improve, how to build the capacity, profitability, and we need to look at the packaging, market linkage. There are several activity. ACU has provided this kind of activity in the future. And you can see entrepreneurial leadership ladder. We can ACU has various pictures. We can provide it to you. So it can be done in this way in the organization, but the structure, we have a cooperative, we can organize to the center level and then smaller group. So then always they have a different kind of dialogue and people talk and monitoring among themselves. So we emphasize of the group and networking. So because individual, we should not be allowed for them to be alone, and we need to check and balance by the monitoring, and they are friends, good friends, and need to force a peer group to do the better work and more good work. So these are our approach for the community development. We agree that savings component is very important, a loan component, and support services and entrepreneurship. So these are the key four forces the cooperative sector help to build a better community through that. So this is what I am explaining about the Business Development Center, platform of the exchange of the experience and training to have less women on a business and skill management, and then provided the market information and coordinate and skill and training and enter. It is the things cannot no need to do by cooperative sector itself. Cooperative role is a coordinating with the existing institution to getting the expertise to bring into their own community. These are the things. This diagram is showing that what is the flow for how to build a better world through the working with the people, and it's like identify the location and meeting the people and provide the motivational leading group members formation and providing the learning for the people to understand our value of savings and self-confidence and self-help and group inauguration and providing smaller loan and having a weekly meeting and again a loan monitoring the utilization and graduation. At least maybe around when you go this around system, the circle, at least 2 or 3 times the people are getting better. So these are the empowering meanings. Economic empowerment build their wealth with the habit of saving, and politically one member, one vote in the cooperative sector. It's a legal entity, social. They know belong to the mainstream and brushing their shoulders with the rich and the famous. No discrimination. You can see how I'm trying to explain how they work. So challenges of the opportunity, of course, lack of awareness about the cooperative model among the leaders and community, because there are a lot of the bad news, bad practices, and of course there are real cases also. Limited of the government support, bureaucracy delay, and the promotions of the activity. There's no any government institution to promote the cooperative sector. Insufficient to access the training and promotion and modern technology. I think these are the things. Again, we see the opportunity and legislative policy reform to promote the cooperative, maybe having a meeting with the ministers and getting for more concern, but tell them to not to involve in the government influence for the cooperative. Capacity building program to educate the leaders and farmers in the cooperative management, and leveraging international partnership enhance the cooperative network. So this is what the ICCU can help you to do that. So in the building strong communities through the cooperative in Pakistan, strategy for implementation is very important. Establish the farmers cluster to achieve the economic scale in agriculture sector, and develop the physical infrastructure cooperative to distribute the inputs and provide the training and market products. I think this is an area maybe we can consider. Case study, the highlight a successful cooperative model in other country. I can show you some of the video if you have a time, so then you will able to understand one cooperative sector. So this is a conclusion. Reiterate importance of the reparations cooperative principles to build a resilient community. That is one, and encourage the stakeholders, the government to private sector, NGOs to collaborate in promoting cooperative as a tool for socio-economic development transformation, and invite the participant to contribute the idea to commit to supporting the cooperative initiative and their regions. I think that is what the father priest and can do the church to the church. But we should not mislead that the cooperative is only the missionary worker. So it is an economic activity. The poor need a safe institution for savings place, and a savings credit is not only the solution. So these are my last words. So I want to say thank you so much for listening. This is a credit union experience. We learn day by day. We know there are more people need to access the financial services. I would please to answer any question you may have. So thank you so much once again for listening to almost 35 minutes. All about thanks, not sleeping, not snoring, but active participation. I'm sure that this is online. It's not much way to interact, but I hope this will help you, everyone. So thank you so much.